Hello, students. I have a quick PowerPoint slideshow for you discussing how to outline an essay, how to outline paragraphs, and what your writing tools are as you start drafting out an essay. So once you have an idea of what the topic of your essay is going to be, you need to produce an effective outline to sort of record your ideas. And then you also need to look at how you can outline a paragraph and develop your paragraph so that your paragraphs all are supportive of a single idea. And of course, I'm going to offer you 13 different writing tools that you can use as you write your paragraphs. All right, so if we take a look at this slide here, it's about creating an outline. And I do this every time I write. I outline how many paragraphs I'm going to need, and I outline what my main ideas for each paragraph will be. So this is a blank document that you can use to fill in. So you can make your own worksheet by hand, or you can make your own worksheet on your computer. But I start with identifying what my thesis or what my purpose is, and that will eventually turn into paragraph one. I then outline what my first idea or claim will be, my second idea or claim, and then my third idea or claim, and my fourth idea or claim. Now, depending on how long your essay is going to be, that's going to determine how many paragraphs you're going to have. So this is just an example. You may have more paragraphs or you may have less paragraphs, depending upon your assignment. Um, for paragraph number 6, I offer two options, or you could do both. You can end with a benefit statement to the reader. It's a paragraph where you make your final sort of attempt at connecting with the needs and the expectations of your audience. So you've gone through and you've written an essay that has 4 ideas, and it's sometimes good to offer a paragraph to your reader, explaining to your reader what's the benefit of them knowing the information that you have just offered them. And of course, then there is your standard concluding paragraph. So this is an outline, and I strongly suggest that you get a piece of paper, a single sheet of paper that you can move around on your desk, that you can access easily, so you're reminded of what it is that you need to do. It's kind of a to-do list for your essay. So once you know how many paragraphs you need to create an outline for each paragraph. And what I've offered you here is another worksheet that offers some suggestions on how you can structure your paragraphs. So this big green square just represents a single paragraph. And what I've done is I've broken down the structure of a paragraph by sentences. So of course your first sentence will introduce the main idea of the paragraph. It's kind of like a mini thesis statement, right? It introduces the main idea or the claim of the paragraph. Now remember, every paragraph, the idea in every paragraph has to align with your thesis statement or your purpose. Okay, the second sentence should carefully explain or define the main idea. So you state your main idea or your claim, and the second sentence should explain or provide any definitions that a reader might need. The third sentence, you can offer research to explain or support your main idea. Research is important in college writing and should always be used as a way to support your ideas. The fourth sentence can offer an example that the audience can relate to or connect to. So you've offered some research, now offer an explanation or an example that a reader can relate to or can understand. The fifth sentence can offer an explanation of the benefits of the main idea or claim. It kind of works like a concluding paragraph of the essay. The concluding sentence should reinforce the main idea without being repetitive. Don't repeat sentences, don't repeat ideas. And finally, your last sentence needs to transition or offer a smooth segue to the next paragraph. Does this mean that each of your paragraphs will only have 7 sentences? Absolutely not. Depending on the needs of the essay and the development of the paragraph, you may do some of these types of sentences 2 or 3 times in a paragraph, right? So this is just your basic paragraph structure. And I like to use this for every paragraph that I develop. Why? Because every sentence must have an obvious purpose. And when I outline my paragraph like this, when I put one sentence per little box, I can clearly see whether this sentence is valuable to the reader or if it's just some frivolous sentence that I need to eliminate. All right, make sure that you use the appropriate writing tools. I've offered here 13 tools, and if you have the book Compose for your class, it can be located on page 155 to 156. It offers a definition of all of these 13 tools. And I create little circles, and every time I use one of these writing tools in a paragraph, I check it off. Right? It's a good visual indicator of which writing tools I use and how often I use them. And then it's also a good indicator, if I put check marks in the little circles, of the tools that I don't use and that I might think about using more often, right? So the writing tools are the types of sentences you can write in order to emphasize your main idea are description, observation, explanation, definition, anecdote, analogy, hypothetical scenario, comparison contrast, cause and effect, process or procedure, evaluation, classification, analysis. So I might ask myself as I am looking at my draft, in paragraph 4, do I need to provide a description of something? Do I need to provide a hypothetical scenario? Should I formulate it as a cause and effect? Should I provide an evaluation? So as I'm building my paragraphs and I'm strengthening my ideas and making sure my ideas are clear to my audience, I go to my writing tools page and I ask myself, which one of these 13 writing tools, which one or two can I use in my paragraph to make my idea crystal clear to the reader? All right, so that's all I really wanted to offer to you. Please consider making an outline for any essay that you're writing so you can keep track of your progress and you can keep track of whether or not you're actually doing what you thought you were going to be doing. You should also make sure to outline each one of your paragraphs and get rid of sentences that are inconsequential or do not belong in a paragraph. And if you write your paragraph one sentence at a time instead of one big block paragraph, you can visually see which sentences belong and which sentences should be eliminated and maybe replaced with a more effective sentence that has clear connection to the ideas that you're trying to explain. And finally, the third tool, the third page you should have next to you on your desk whenever you're writing an essay is a writing tools worksheet where you can see what tools you can use in your writing to make your writing crystal clear to the reader and offers a variety of different types of writing for your reader to read. All right, I'll see you next time when I provide a video on integrating research into the paragraphs. All right, thank you and have a good day.